Hi, children. Good morning. How are you? I hope you have completed four chapters, isn't it? And might be completed for the evaluation also successfully. Now we are going to start the chapter 5, that is diversity in living organism. Now we are going to see introduction part. What is the meaning of diversity? Diversity means differences. Okay, diversity means differences. So, what the differences which you can see in the living organisms? Why the differences will happen in the same group of organisms? We are having a group, but they are similar. Even though they are similar, but there is some change. So, what is the reason? Why it happens? Each and every, even human beings, even plants, animals, invertebrates, vertebrates, everything will show some difference, even though they are in the same species. You can see here there are on the screen, there are so many living organisms. Plants are there, even invertebrates are there. These are all invertebrates, and these are vertebrates. Then what's the reason? Now we are going to discuss that one. So first thing is because of barriers. Because of barriers, then there is change will take place even in the same species. For example, you see even in the human beings itself, the people who are staying near to the equator, the in social you can see the land which is having equator, poles, north pole, south pole, like this, isn't it? The line which will show the equator, it is nearer to the what, sun. The northern pole, southern pole, the poles which are having extreme what, cold places, isn't it? So if the temperature changes, environmental conditions changed here, that's why what will happen, the type of activity in the humans also change. The color of the skin, color of the eyes, pattern of lifestyle, everything will be changed. Even food habits also, isn't it? So why it has taken place means because of what, climate change, because of what, place changed. So for India to Europe countries, there are seas are there, middle, and Nepal to here, and other places, what, Himalayas are there. So different deserts are there. So these deserts, mountains, seas, all these are called as the barriers. Because of the barriers, what will happen? The lifestyle will be changed. So here in Indians, the color is a little bit brownish. Whereas if you go to European countries, the color may be changed. They are fair in color. And the same, the way the style of the life is also changed, the behavior activities, and even food also. Their food habits are different, our food habits are different. Our staple food is different, and their staple food is different. Our staple food is a rice. If you go to UP, their staple food is what? Chapati. Okay, roti, like that. If you go to the Madras or Kerala, their staple food is what? Mostly rice, and also dosa, idli, and all this. So different places are having different type of what, food habits, and different type of complex, isn't it? Some are black, some are brown, and some are very white, very fair. Everywhere, wherever you go in the country, all are humans only. Species is same, but there is some difference. That is called as a what? variation, or we can say it is what they are having a change. Okay, so that we can say people who have tried groups of them on the basis of differences and similarities. There are some similarities are there, then some are differences are there among the same species people, and which is helpful to show the diversity, how the people have adjusted, how the living organisms are adjusted according to the environmental conditions. You are not doing your own, but our internal environmental conditions are showing some changes according to the external environmental conditions. So that is what existing of life, survival of the fittest. So we want to survive, we want to exist on the land. How? According to what? According to the changes which has taken place in the environmental conditions. Even according to your neighbors, you are going to change your way of talking, movement, and all this, isn't it? When you go in some new place, you feel a little bit shy. Uh, you won't talk more long time with them. But once you are gradually existed there, then what happened? You will get the friends. That means you are changing a little bit according to the your surroundings. So like that, that is the life. If you want to exist, we have to show some changes according to the surroundings, or according to the environmental conditions, or according to the climate, and all these things. That we call as a diversity. Okay, and these changes are in biologically, the changes are what? Systematic manner, one step after other step, like that. So that is what we are saying, that is, this is the diversity. Okay, biological diversity. And here there is a one activity is there for you. It's a simple one. Try to collect and complete this table. What we have to do, collect leaves from different plants, not the same type of plant, different type of the plants you have to collect it. And then just observe this table and fill this table. Name of the plant, the leaf which are going, which you have collected, you write immediately what is the name of that particular plant, from which plant you are collecting the leaf. Length of the leaf, width of the leaf. You have to measure length and you have to measure width also. And what's the color of leaf? Either light green or dark green, or different colors also there in the leaves, variegated leaves. That means brown, this maroon color, green color, white color in the same leaf, isn't it? Crotons, you might have seen so many gardens, plants. So you can write the color of the leaf also. Shape, size of the leaf, with a small or medium or big size, even the shape, that is smooth margins, margin of leaf here also. The smooth margin, or like serrated margin, that all the types you have to write. And venation of the leaf. I think you might have seen there are two types of venation, isn't it? One is net, like this, like, then the leaf is having net like. That is called what? Pinnate venation. Another one is parallel venation or palmate venation. Example, what you know, the this banana leaf, you can see. There is one thing, even grass you can see. Grass, grass is having one line, and again the same, from one point only the lines will produce. Even papaya also, the leaf. So from one point, from the down to up, then there are the lines. That is called as a parallel venation. The lines will go parallelly. The second one is what I told you, net venation or pinnate venation. That means it is having a net-like structure. For example, mm, what neem leaves and even rose leaves, they are all having main rachis, the middle This one is called as a main rachis or middle rib. From that, there are branches like that will come, the veins. And from that branch, again another lines. That means what? It is just like a net-like structure. That is called as a pinnate venation. Palmate and pinnate. One more thing, palmate venation we can see in the monocots, pinnate venation or net venation or reticulate venation also we can say. So this type of reticulate venation you can see in dicots. Okay, I think you know what is the monocot and dicot also. Monocot means if it is a single seed leaf, that is a monocot or cotyledon. Example, rice, wheat, and all these things. Then dicot means if two cotyledons are there, then it is called as a dicot. I think you might have already have seen in the previous classes, isn't it? In 8th grade and all this. So pinnate, palmate, and then are parallel and reticulate venation. Second one is what? Single seed leaf, or we can call as a cotyledon. And if two seed coats, seed leaves are there, that is called as what? Dicotyledon. Okay, and now we are going to see this one. So here you have to write the venation of a leaf. And could you find any two leaves which are similar with respect to any of the character, like size, shape, color, or any other, whatever you have mentioned on the in the table? Okay, you just note down which leaves are similar or in which character, either size or shape or color, whatever it may be. You have to mention it. And which character given above is varied most. So here we are giving so many characters. In this character, which character is not equal in these all given leaves? Okay, you are having those leaves, and which character is not equal at all among all these leaves? And which character is common in all these what leaves? So you have to mention it. Did you find any patterns like plants with fiber roots had flowers born in groups? I think you know that there are two types of root system also. One is fibrous and one is main. Fibrous, which we can see in the monocot, main root system, which we can see in the dicot. I think you know what is fibrous? All the roots are coming from one point, like grass, rice, wheat. That is called as a fibrous. And they won't grow also very tall. They are only herbs. Okay. Whereas trees, they will grow very tall. They are having what? Main root system. They are having a big taproot system and the branches and then spread evenly in the soil. We can't pluck out that one. But these monocots we can pluck very easily because they are holding only in the superficial top soil layer. Okay. Okay, next another activity is also there. That is the second activity. And what is the second activity? Observation of external characters of the plants. Monocot and dicot. Just now I told what is the difference of monocot and dicot. Root difference is there, leaf difference is there, venation difference is there, and leaves of monocot mostly they are long, okay, and thin. Whereas dicot leaves are wide, okay, and venation also we have seen. Another one is root we have seen. Stem. Mostly for the monocots, stem is small or no stem also. Like sugarcane. Sugarcane is having stem, but it is very weak, isn't it? So here, but grass and even the rice, paddy, they don't have any stem. That is one difference. Stem. Here in the dicot, woody stem is there. Big trees, they are having big stem, that is called as a woody trunk or woody stem. Okay, like that. Even the flowers also, there is changes there. In the flowers, petals, maybe one petal or three petals present in the monocot. Whereas in dicot, there are 4 petals or more than 4, like that. Okay, so that is the difference which we can see in the seeds, flowers, stem, root, and leaves and leaf, even venation also. Okay, so collect at least 5 different plants. Okay, 5 different plants. Mostly you can see grass, you will get anyway, isn't it? Maize, nowadays we are having paddy, also you will get. So like that, you collect some monocots and some dicots with flowers, and then complete this one. Name of the plant you have to write, length of the stem, length between nodes. I think you know the nodes, isn't it? Where the leaf or where the branches will come. So length of between the nodes, internode place, and leaf venation, either palmate or reticulate, flower either single or in the bunch. Single flower is also present and bunch is also there. Okay, you have to write. Number of petals for each flower, number of sepals, sepals, and taproot or fibrous root. So you have to write all this one which you have collected, the plants, the flowers. And did you notice any 2 plants which are just alike with these all characters? And note down some similar characters that you have observed. Some similar characters. Okay, not all, because I told you all characters are not equal, even they are in the same species also. Because one more thing, when you are going to collect these plants, you collect some different areas, not the plants which are having, that means the grass is there, grass from only from your place. You have to collect from other places also, other areas. Or if it is possible, you can collect these things in different, what we can say, climatic conditions or environmental conditions are there, different conditions. Okay, like that. And but if you open them, would they show similar structure, makeup, or completely different ones? That means flowers, flower arrangement, petals arrangement, ovary arrangement, all these things. Okay, you have to see all this and then you have to complete it. And name any character which are mentioned in the table that which help to roughly divide the sample of seeds into 2 groups. So after the collecting that plants, you collect the seeds of those plants also. Then you can know which one is monocot, which one is dicot. Already I told you monocot means single seed cotyledon and dicot means 2 cotyledons are present. Okay. Then observation of seeds, that is the activity 3. We collect the seeds, mostly green gram, you know that, red gram, Bengal gram, wheat, paddy, groundnut, maize. Okay. Groundnut is a uneven tamarind. Tamarind, groundnut, Bengal gram, red gram, green gram. These are all dicots. Wheat and paddy, maize, these are what? Monocots. You check it. How many cotyledons are there here and how many cotyledons are there in the other plants. And what you have to do, you soak all this separately. Okay. And then what, once you soak, what will happen? They give the what? The sprouted seeds. What we call them as a sprouted seeds. That means a small plants will start to grow. Mostly people eat that one early morning because it is very good for health. And after getting that sprouts, those are called as the embryo. Okay, and then just you within the seed, outer layer is called as a seed coat. Okay, and then you just press it. So if you press the seed after sprouting, if it breaks into 2, it is a dicot. If it can't break, then it is a monocot. You can observe that one easily. Okay, once even you break the seed, you can't. But if you soak it, it becomes a soft. When it starts to give the new plant, it is easy to differentiate. Now write down name, color, shape or size, number of cotyledons which are present, and if there is any difference, anything new character if you appear, then you have to write down. Okay, so go through this one and write properly, completely, correctly, so that we can say that we are having differentiation of all these things. Okay, try to do all this properly, and then check if you want. You can go through your textbooks or something. Okay, and then you complete it. Okay, because I'm not giving the evaluation, you have already this work. Okay, take care. Bye. Finish it work properly and understand properly.